So in last night's game versus the Washington Wizards, Joel Embiid went down with a knee injury, and he left the game. And even though we ended up winning the game, I'm sure everyone was pretty worried about Embiid and his knee injury, thinking about what it could possibly mean for the rest of the season. And then this morning we find out that it's no ligament tear, no ACL or anything like that. It's just a bone bruise. So he's gonna miss about 2 to 3 weeks. So I guess all things considered, thank God!
Pull-up jumper. It's good. Tobias Harris sinks it. Here's Embiid. There it is. Yes! Van slamming for 2 off the break. Take that on to Johnson.
So when Joel Embiid went down last night, I was super nervous because it reminded me of the Carson Wentz injury back in 2017, because both players were on their ways to winning MVP. They're on both the best team in their conference, and it just kind of had the same feel. It was the same knee, and they both walked off, and I was like, it just reminded me a lot of that. That said, this morning we find out that it's not that serious, and it's only a bone bruise, and he's gonna miss around 2 to 3 weeks. So that's good, I guess, because it's not anything worse. It's not season ending. It's not going to affect him going into the playoffs. But what it does do is it hurts the Sixers for the next 2 or 3 weeks or so, and could cost us that 1 seed, which would be really difficult because, you know, the Sixers are trying to get that 1 seed. The 1 seed with home court advantage in the playoffs would obviously help the Sixers out a lot because they're a very good home team, and the Nets are playing really, really well right now. So I was going to look and see who we play over the next 2 weeks and who the Nets play over the next 2 weeks. So over the next 2 weeks, we play, hold on, I got it right here. We got the Spurs, the Knicks, the Bucks, the Kings. Shut up! God. The Kings, the Knicks, the Warriors, the Lakers, and the Clippers. And that's the minimum amount of time that Embiid will most likely miss. And if he misses up to 3 weeks, he could miss 4 more games, which is the Nuggets, the Cavs, the T-Wolves, and the Grizzlies. So obviously this is going to be really tough to go through. Our schedule's already really tough as is, and then without our best player MVP candidate, it's going to be a lot more difficult. And then for reference, the Nets play the Pistons, the Knicks, the Pacers, the Magic, the Wizards, the Blazers, and the Jazz and the Pistons over the next 8 games. And then they play the T-Wolves, Rockets, Hornets, and Bulls over the next 4 after that. So they clearly have a way easier schedule than us. I don't understand how that's possible, so that's pretty unfortunate. We're going to need a lot of players to step up in Embiid's absence. So Ben Simmons is going to have to play his best basketball of the entire season. Thibault's going to have to continue to step up. Tobias Harris is going to have to be a big one. He's going to have to step up and play really, really well. Furkan Korkmaz has got to keep being consistent like he is right now. Hopefully he doesn't go back into another slump. Shake Milton's got to put up points. Dwight Howard and Tony Bradley are both going to have to step up at the center position, as we saw in the win against Chicago a few nights ago. Just everyone collectively as a team is going to have to step up in Embiid's absence, because it's going to be a tough stretch without him. And again, this stretch will most likely hurt Embiid's MVP case, which is just such an annoying thing to see. Like, it's not the end of the world, obviously. I'd much rather see him hold up that finals MVP than the regular season MVP, but it's just super unfortunate because you see 2 Philadelphia players from the last few years get robbed of MVP awards because of injury. So hopefully over the next stretch of games, the Sixers can still somehow hold on to that 1 seed. It's going to take the Nets and Bucks losing some games. But I do think it's possible, as last year, I remember when Embiid went out with his finger injury, Ben Simmons really stepped up in that stretch, and we won a big portion of our games during Embiid's absence. So hopefully we can do it again this year and hold on to the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. If you want to check out some of my mixes, that'll be on the screen as well. And let me know your guys' thoughts on the injury, what you guys think the Sixers can do in Embiid's absence, if you think they can hold on to that 1 seed. And that's pretty much it for the video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.